Enterprise resource planning is dead. Well, at least the way we used to know it. We're witnessing a massive, high-stakes shift right now. By 2026, ERPs aren't just going to be passive filing cabinets used for record keeping. They're morphing into fully autonomous operational engines. If your current workflows still rely heavily on manual coordination, human approvals, or completely fragmented tools, your infrastructure is already operating way below the new baseline. The competitive advantage is no longer just owning an ERP system. It's about exactly how much of your business that system can run without waiting around for human input.
85%. That's the amount of reporting time you can slash just by upgrading your architecture. You know the drill with legacy ERP systems. They were built as these rigid, monolithic blocks meant to record transactions after they happened, not to actually act on them. That creates a severe bottleneck in any modern enterprise: delayed, sluggish decision-making driven by static reports. But by shifting to modern, centralized data layers, you establish a single source of truth, and suddenly, your operational decisions go from delayed and reactive to instant and data-driven.
Section 1. The core breakdown legacy failures versus composable AI architectures.
The dividing line here is purely structural. On one side, you have legacy ERPs forcing businesses into a single, inflexible box. This creates massive manual workloads across finance, supply chain, and operations just to keep things moving. On the flip side, 2026 architectures solve this by going composable. Think of it like digital Lego blocks. Instead of being locked down, you're using modular, cloud-native tech so you only deploy exactly what you need. They bake AI agents right into the foundation to reason and execute tasks, feeding you real-time intelligence continuously.
Which brings us to the actual mechanics of zero-touch operations, hyper-automation. In these modern setups, AI isn't just a glorified assistant generating alerts. It actively triages, predicts, and executes on its own. We're seeing cross-functional workflows move 30 to 40% faster, with precision task accuracy hitting roughly 98%. The system doesn't just ping you that inventory is low anymore. It actively analyzes demand patterns, dynamically checks if your suppliers even have the stock in real time, and then drafts and fires off the purchase order entirely on its own. It's wild.
The real-world result of this is an absolute collapse of operational timelines. Just look at order creation. We're seeing it drop from 30 minutes to literally a single minute. Invoice processing goes from hours to mere minutes. Custom reports that used to take an analyst half the day are generated almost instantly, and financial closing times are up to 50% faster. Human speed is no longer the operational constraint. System capability is the only speed limit now.
And the financial weight of this shift is staggering. Organizations adopting these autonomous layers are seeing operating costs drop by 15 to 30% across the board. Customer service costs are down 25% because AI handles the routine inquiries. But here is the real kicker. Companies are hitting a massive 240 to 250% return on investment in an aggressive 12 to 18-month window. Factor in a 40% bump in forecast accuracy and up to 50% fewer forecasting errors, and you're looking at cutting your lost sales by up to 65%.
Section 2. The hidden friction. Confronting the realities of autonomous systems.
Now, let's inject a little reality into this, because there is a serious structural tension right now between theoretical zero-touch AI and what's actually happening on the ground. As one industry pro explicitly pointed out, the whole narrative of a fully autonomous ERP running businesses end-to-end without humans is honestly ahead of reality right now. The stuff that's actually working today is AI reducing manual coordination, tightening workflows, and accelerating reviews, not magically executing entire enterprise models overnight.
So we have to ground this in practical reality. The immediate functional gains happening right this second are about using AI to surface operational anomalies and accelerate manual reviews. And the best part? Enterprises are getting this done without engaging in giant, consultant-heavy, multi-year projects. Companies are utilizing platforms like Flow for one-click migrations to highly practical AI. It immediately smooths out localized workflow friction rather than attempting some massive, immediate systemic overhaul that stalls out in deployment.
Section 3. Tactical Action Plan, System Gates for 2026 Readiness.
You have to frame your action plan against the broader market reality. Right now, 72% of enterprises are already executing some form of AI automation. Furthermore, 88% are actively increasing their AI budgets specifically to get those agentic AI capabilities online. By late 2026, roughly 30% of companies will be deploying autonomous AI agents entirely across their ERP workflows. Yes, the transition involves short-term adjustment costs, but the long-term edge in scalable growth is completely decisive. So here are the exact chronological milestones to systemize your workflows today. Step 1. Start actively replacing manual coordination with AI-driven execution at the workflow level. Step 2. Shift your entire operational posture from passively reporting historical problems to predicting and preventing them automatically. You can use digital twins, basically virtual replicas of your business processes, to simulate scenarios before you even execute. And step 3, structurally treat your ERP as an active control system, not just a static database.
The fastest way to survive this transition is to systemize execution immediately. Moving forward, the value of your ERP has absolutely nothing to do with how pretty it visualizes your data. The only metric that matters as we head into 2026 is operational control, which leaves us with one incredibly high-stakes question to evaluate your current architecture. How much of your business can run without human intervention?